Good day, everyone! Today, our group will present the Babylonian civilization, one of the earliest and most influential civilization in history. In this presentation, we will explore the key innovations of the Babylonian civilization, understand their scientific thinking and the tools they use, and discover how their achievements shape future civilization and continue to impact the modern world. Without further ado, let us begin our journey into the remarkable scientific and technological legacy of the Babylonian civilization. The Babylonian civilization, which flourished in Mesopotamia, present day of Iraq, was one of the world's earliest centers of science and technology. The Babylonians developed advanced mathematics, carefully observed the stars and the planets, created accurate calendars, and built impressive cities and irrigation system. Their scientific knowledge helped improve agriculture, trade, governance, and daily life. Many of their discoveries continue to influence modern mathematics, astronomy, and timekeeping.
The Babylonians were among the first people to study the sky systematically. They carefully observed the movements of the sun, moon, planets, and stars and recorded their observations on clay tablets. They identified patterns in celestial movements, which allowed them to predict lunar eclipses and determine the changing seasons. Their astronomical knowledge was essential for agriculture, religious ceremonies, and the creation of calendars. Many later civilizations, including the Greeks, built upon Babylonian astronomy. The Babylonians developed an advanced base 16 number system or sexagesimal, one of their greatest contributions to science. This system made complex calculations easier and still used today in measuring 60 seconds in a minute, 60 minutes in an hour, and 360 degrees in a circle. They also solved mathematical problems involving multiplication, division, fractions, geometry, and algebra, which were useful for construction and measurement and trade.
Calendar and timekeeping. Using their astronomical observations, the Babylonians created a lunar calendar based on the phases of the moon. The calendar helped determine the best times for planting and harvesting crops, conducting trade, and celebrating religious festivals. They also developed methods for measuring time, which later influenced modern systems of timekeeping. Engineering and irrigation. Since Mesopotamia was located between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, the Babylonians designed canals, dikes, reservoirs, and irrigation systems to control flooding and supply water to farms. These engineering projects increased agricultural production, supported a growing population, and contributed to the prosperity of Babylon.
The Babylonians were skilled builders who constructed large cities with defensive walls, palaces, temples, and the famous ziggurats, which were massive step structures used for religious purposes. They used mud bricks, baked bricks, and bitumen or the natural asphalt as building materials. Their architectural techniques demonstrated advanced knowledge of engineering and construction. The Babylonians used cuneiform writing, one of the world's earliest writing systems. They inscribed wedge-shaped symbols on the clay tablets to record scientific observations, business transactions, laws, literature, and historical events. These written records preserve knowledge and allowed future generations to continue developing science and technology.
Law and governance. The Babylonians introduced one of history's earliest written legal system through the Code of Hammurabi. This collection of laws established rules for trade, property, family matters, and justice. By creating written laws, they promoted order and fairness while demonstrating the importance of documentation and organized governance. The Babylonians believed that careful observation and accurate record-keeping were essential for understanding the natural world. Rather than relying only on tradition, they systematically observed the sky, measured land, monitored rivers, and recorded important events. By comparing observation over many years, they recognized patterns and used them to make predictions, especially astronomy and agriculture. Their practical approach to solve problems helped improve farming, trade, engineering, and governance.
First, clay tablets used to record astronomical observation, mathematical calculation, law, trade, records, and historical events. Help preserve knowledge for future generation. Second, cuneiform, a writing system made of wedge-shaped symbols impressed into wet clay using a red stylus, allowed the recording and sharing of scientific and administrative information.
The reed stylus is a pointed tool made from reeds used to write on soft clay tablets. It is essential for documentation and record keeping.
Astronomical charts, records of positions and movements of stars, planets, and the moon, used to predict eclipses, track seasons, and improve calendar accuracy.
Water clocks measured time by allowing water to flow at a steady rate from one container to another. Used during ceremonies, administrative work, and astronomical observations.
Sundials measured time based on true position of the sun's shadow, help organize daily activities and religious events.
In conclusion, the Babylonian civilization laid the foundation for many scientific and technological advancement. Their achievements in mathematics, astronomy, engineering, and record-keeping demonstrate how observation and innovation help shape one of history's greatest civilization. Their legacy remains evident in many aspects of modern science and everyday life.